Hey there friends, so this is a little bit different. A long time ago, I spotted a really terrible caravan on an online ad for €800. And for some reason, I thought it would be a good idea to buy it and fix it up and turn it into a baravan. This video is the story of that caravan. And to start, we're gonna have to go all the way back to the beginning. This is one of the more special projects I've worked on in a long time. I think you're gonna like this one. The caravan had arrived, and as you can see, it was in a bad state. And so, without a moment to waste, deconstruction began. This is highly technical work, mind you, so it incorporated many tools such as the hammer, the nail bar, and the most complicated of all, my foot. You're probably wondering why we have to go back so far to see this deconstruction, which is being done really well and professionally, by the way. We'll get into those reasons a little bit later, as there's a little more to this story than just an old, smelly caravan. Not the piece I wanted out, but that's okay. I'll just put that there, and we'll fix that later. Yay! My worst enemy is approaching. Nighttime. Which means I gotta finish soon, which is annoying. But I need to figure out what's going on with this dam, so I'm gonna start cutting out a bit more here while I have the saw, and we might get to the bottom of it. The old owners put a lot of silicone in here to try and fix something. Okay, I think I might be right, because as you go up, the wood stops being rotten, and I think the water was going through this little channel following this turn, and then rotting all the way down. Ladies and gentlemen, it was time for a new day, and on this day, a miracle occurred. It was a sunny day in Ireland, in January. Get that? In January. Never heard of before. It's funny looking back on it now, because I think I was really enthusiastic about all this, and like, yeah, I'm getting through it. But I really wasn't. Like, there's so much to do, and it had to get a lot worse before it would get better. Time for a new day, and it went back to normal. The miracle was short-lived, and it was grey and rainy once more. I miss Spain sometimes. Luckily, our leak seems to have stopped. Ignore the wet footprints, that was me. That's right, I'm moist, not the caravan. But look at that, it's looking pretty good, and now I can officially say it's held together by duct tape. But water is getting in somewhere, and I'm not sure where. The ceiling looks perfect. I'm thinking maybe this window, the hinge is a bit broken, but that'll require some investigating. I think I also want to fix this door today because it's fine from the inside, but this bit seems to get a little bit stuck when you're opening it from the outside. We're just going to sand that down with my little mouse sander. So by now you're probably thinking, I want to learn more about this guy. So here's a little interesting thing about me. Sometimes when I get hurt, I just kind of walk away. I don't make a noise or say anything, I just walk away. Cut my finger on the door trying to open it. DIY genius Kevin strikes again. Pretty good, and it's pretty easy to open. Look at that, I didn't even cut myself. I may be down one finger, but I had no time to waste. I needed to clear out most of the things in here to make room for my baravan. I think it's worth mentioning at this point that I did not do this project alone, and I just want to give a big shout out to the 4 people who helped me throughout this. The Beatles. Well, maybe not for everyone, but I know at this point in my life certainly was going. Now it's on to the bigger job, the expanding foam. And this is messy shite. You don't want to be getting this all over you. I'm going to be wearing gloves and just praying it doesn't destroy me. And this is what it does over the space of about 15 minutes. Great stuff. And it may look like meringue, but it is not. Do not eat it. And I may have plugged up some other holes while I was at it too. Very handy stuff. Pretty sure the seal's after failing out here, and the water is just going straight on down there, so we'll have to seal all of that. You can even see behind here, it started to get really damp, and it's worst exactly where that line came in. So if you don't mind, I might go full Irish for a second. Feckin' water has a mind of its own! Jeez, there's no stopping it! I think we're going to have to get cleaning and try and get this place ready for the floor to come up, which is gonna be just an awful job. I'm so hungry, I want to eat this forbidden meringue. Do not eat it. Like seriously, I'm warning you, it made my stomach go. We got a little bit done. We got we got the floor up, and I took down some wallpaper as well, so they're kind of ready to go. But what the hell is that, by the way? If it's poisonous, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Okay, new day, new me. I feel enthused. The damp is just wrecking my head. If it wasn't for the damp and the water issues, I would be so much happier with this project. I would be so enthusiastic, but it's a little bit defeating because it could destroy everything. I got my vacuum, my Bosch vacuum. Bosch, if you're watching this, sponsor me, even though it's kind of pointless now because I just promoted your products. I love you, Bosch. Or you know what? If any other tool product company wants to message me, I love you instead. You know, my love is easily bought. But capitalism aside, let's get started with the cleaning. This is my definition of clean. It's time to do the floor now. Well, part of it. Okay, that's done. I need to actually cut some flooring now, some plywood, so let's head to the workshop. Don't judge my workshop, okay? I know it's filled with crap, and I'm not talking about myself. That's just part of it. It gets better later. Marginally. Weirdly enough, the piece that I cut off fit perfectly into this slot, so I got that going for me, which is nice. Feels nice to do something that actually feels like progress instead of stripping things apart. So we got the wall done. I'm gonna have to just continue with the floor and then get creative with the plywood. I am running out, but let's get started with this section. That wasn't me. That was the floor. I'm gonna leave this open for now so we can do the sockets later, and yeah, I guess I'll get moving stuff. I'm just gonna screw this together because it's one of the few things I'm keeping in here, and it's, well, falling apart, and I need to do the floor next to it, but I'm pretty happy with how it's going. I put in that sheet and it's helped with the shakiness quite a lot. It's not perfect, but we'll deal with it. No one will know, except you. Don't tell anyone. So as you can see, I got carried away. Oh wait, you can't see. Hold on, let me get this. Oh yeah, that's better. So as you can see, I got a little bit carried away. I kept going, and now I'm just tempted to finish the bloody thing. Things are getting a little messy here. I'm using spare bits of plywood, but there will be another layer going on top of this. This is just a little support. Can someone support me, by the way? Don't we all deserve an extra layer of plywood? A brand new day, and look at that lovely Irish weather. I know we associate Ireland with green a lot, but I think we should also associate grey with it. Why am I moving everything? Again, for like the 5th time. Well, I'm cut on space, and I need to take up 2 pipes that have water in them because I was going to leave them there, but water just keeps coming out. It seems to be an infinite water source somehow, and I figured, you know what, I may as well take it out, put in a new pipe to run wires through, and it will be good to run some of the electrics. I ran all the wiring, but I didn't actually connect the wiring. I shouldn't be trusted with that. If you want to know why, then you're not paying attention. Okay, off to the dump with that pretty soon. Sorry, my hands are shaky. That was a little bit more tiring than I thought it would be. It's just like getting the metal off, because I'm just getting rid of the wood today and just pulling everything apart. But, anyway, onwards and upwards. So let's get filling, I suppose. You can tell by the tone of my voice, I'm really excited for it. Oh, this is going to be head-wrecking. Funny thing about these jobs is they're always daunting, but they're actually not too bad. But it just always feels like it's gonna take forever to do it, and it's just annoying, and it's a job I don't want to do. But it took like the exact same time it took to load up the trailer. That was actually a worse job, even though I didn't mind doing that. It's just so cold, it'll take ages to dry, so we'll hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Sometimes I'm just stopping and I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Fun to an extent, but sometimes it's just, like, I'm trying to get out this water tank and I have to stop to go to the dump to drop off all the stuff before they close. It's just so much work, like so much work. It's finally starting to sink in. He's finally realizing that he's in over his head. And on top of that, I'm doing my normal stuff as well. So it's like my whole day, all my free time is taken up by this damn caravan. But I think I just need to try and relax a bit more too. But it feels like we're making progress. You're not. You're not, dude. There's so much more to do. It's been a hard day's night, turning a caravan into a caravan. I'm gonna hate the Beatles by the time this is all done. I have listened to so much Beatles. I think even just sitting here, like, I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear birds. And it's just so peaceful. And this place looks like shit. Like, if it looked a bit nicer, this would be a nice spot to just relax in. I should keep a guitar out here, I think. Wow, look at that cloud. That looks like A cloud. That's neat. Back to work. So much to do. By back to work, I meant I'm gonna leave the country and procrastinate this project and not come back until summertime. But hey, summertime, it's the perfect time to do this kind of work. Thankfully, the job we needed to do next, and thank you to Anna for helping me with this, was woodwork, and woodwork is pretty satisfying work. It's visual, and it looks like you did something. Okay, we got them all planed, and now we just gotta glue them together. No one's gonna come in and be like, wow, there's no mold in here at all. They're gonna come in and be like, wow, you have average woodwork skills. That's awesome. So these were the bar tops and tabletops that I wanted to put in.
That looks nice.
And it did look nice. It really did. I felt like I deserved a little bit of a break after that. So I took a year off. This thing is becoming the bane of my existence. So you've made it this far in the video, and this is where things start to really change. This in the timeline is last week. So all that work that's been done so far was over the course of like 2 years, and then the remaining work is over 6 days. Oh my god, that is the weirdest and coolest thing. I think it's abandoned. I'm not gonna touch it, but someone made a nest in here. The good news is it's pretty dry. There's a little bit of mold here, so that's a problem. Okay, well, a good place to start would be to actually tidy all of this mess. I have no power. It has this bird nest, so I don't want to go near it for now, even though I'm pretty sure it's abandoned. Huh, okay. This is a slight problem. Okay, please work. I need you. Come on. Yes! Yes! Okay, we're kind of clear, but as I went through this, a couple of things came to my mind. The weird thing about this project is I think the worst is like out of the way. I've done the worst parts, but there's still too much to do. Like I've made it too big. I guess what I'm trying to say is I need to get out of my own way. So here's my new plan of action. We gotta sort this. This is a major problem. We're gonna tank the roof. This is no longer going backwards. This is gonna... The handle's missing. Okay, this is no longer gonna be here. These are gonna be open shelving now. Flooring, paint, it's gonna be amazing. Is this hyping anyone up? I feel like I'm trying to hype myself up more than anything. I think to make these a little easier, I'm just gonna put on one panel on each. My workshop is a bit cleaner, but it's still a mess. This might do. I should also mention, you may notice the floor is much better. I did put down an extra layer of plywood in some downtime. And if you didn't notice, what the hell, man? Pay attention. Come on, I worked hard on this. So I think I came up with an idea. I don't know if it's because it looks good or I'm just lazy. I think it actually stemmed from being lazy, and then it's actually an okay idea by coincidence. So I was going to board this off and have a door, and then I thought, no, that's too much work. I'll just put a big sheet on it. But no, that'll look ugly. But what if I keep this on, keep this as a shelf, and put opaque glass here, like a frosted glass, and put a light inside, and it would be like a little light box. God damn, I'm a genius. No, god damn, I'm lazy, but you know, I think it worked out okay. Hey, I need to find something for my shelf. I'm just not sure what to use. It's so much waste here. Oh, I think we're in luck. Okay, this is 38, and the width I need, 38. And I'm not just picking it because of that. Okay, I actually wanted that. I've been wanting to use that for a while. So much for vacuuming, by the way. Sorry. Oh, that was just meant to be. Wait a second. This is pretty nice. Like if I cut it, like, not like this is awful. I just need to sand this little bit that I messed up, but I kind of need to sand this anyway so that they'll match, but that looks like it was actually, you know, done on purpose. I like that. And powered by the serotonins from that little odd job, I was blasting through these jobs. Like, this really got me motivated for a while, but we'll get to that later. That laser is not right. No way, dude. You're way wrong. I blame the saw, but I'm the one that assembled it, so. I know what you're thinking. He's some sort of recycling genius. But could I interest you in one of these? Like, look at that. How could I not? That's amazing. Oh, God.
It is so nice here. Even just to sit for a while. So nice. I was curious how this one would feel, like this whole video, because it's been such a long project that it's it spanned like my whole mental health, I don't know what I call it, crisis, but figuring out my identity, I guess. I don't know, because I think I got quite bad for a bit, you know? Like, I don't think I was very functional there for a while. I think, ooh, bird. Maybe I'm still not functional, I don't know. It's just nice to see the contrast in what I'm doing compared to before, where I think I would have been overthinking everything and not seeing the bigger picture. And I don't know, I think a combination of a lot of psychology and a lot of, well, I shouldn't say a little medication, POCO, not a huge cocktail of drugs, has done wonders. I just think I'm more able to focus, and it changes a lot, you know? Even just to be on this land now, I appreciate it so much more. Everything in nature, you can just like actually look at it and take it in. Weird. I think it has a big difference on like even recording stuff, because even though I think I'm a pretty genuine person all around, I don't know, there's so much mental block before I can actually say something and like to focus on things. It's hard to really get yourself across, but I feel like it's so much easier now to just explain something, you know, and not zone in on the little details of everything, just like the big picture. So much easier. Speaking of big picture, I need to clamp something. Look at this for a clamp. Yeah, I love it. I don't know if you can even see it. Let me allow you to appreciate it. There, say you love it. Why do you have to be so good at your job? I want my glue. Nah, I'm not getting my glue, am I? Bad news, I have no other glue. Don't worry, glue. I'm coming in, I want to save you. Give me my glue. I bought you. Yes, I got my glue. This job to me seems like something you just gotta wing it. And I think it's gonna turn out okay. I feel like I'm saying that about every job. Why would I put the camera up on my clamp? You know what, you're gonna deal with it. Sorry, I'm getting oddly aggressive. I think it was the glue. Who knew that it was glue? That was the glue that was holding us together. Oh God, that's a lot of glue I spilled. This would be a good time for you to lend a hand. I gotta stop giving you sass and focus on what I'm doing. Don't want to over tighten it. I don't have any like protective blocks in there for the wood, but I also only have two hands, and one of them now is glue all over it. This feels kinda like a bad idea. I'm gonna try and get some into the groove here. Come on, glue. This glue is trying to troll me. And then I spill it everywhere anyway. Okay. Oh man, a little bit, but it's just curved that way. Yeah, it's better than nothing, I think. Adds character. Actually, maybe it adds bad character. This is a villain. It's coming out. Actually, no, you know what? It's going back in because I have another idea. That's just to stop the glue going down, because I think I'm going to try to glue that side too, just so it has a white line. Ah, damn it. Me and my bright ideas. Oh man, someone got glue down here. God, I bet this is the first time this caravan has seen soap. It's probably so confused right now. There he is, the villain. Look at him. I knew he was involved in this. Okay, this might be overkill. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, not bad. Not bad. And I thought the deconstruction was over, but no, I decided to rip these off. Now, time to take care of this mold.
After I did the sanding, I also rubbed down the mold with mold killer and some sort of weak acid that I got online that was recommended for killing the mold spores. The dehumidifier, and I'll add some ventilation, should solve that for good. Well, they wouldn't alone, but with this realization, no more mold is coming back.
I've just kind of realized something, and I definitely need to paint you. You are just awful. Just some B-roll of a bee. B-roll. I got the finest shot of sugar water for you. You're looking a bit weak. Oh, he is a weak bee. Here you go. Oh, well, that's kind of insulting. Last job for the day. I'm gonna varnish this floor, but I'm not gonna take you in there because there's lots of spores now. Oh, but me, I'm going in. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I feel like I've gotten so much done, and I didn't even plan on doing this today. It's weird how that happens. If I knew I had to do all this, I would have been dreading it. The next day started with a trip to the store where I had to buy way too much for this project. And it's a new record for Ireland. 3 sunny days in a row. That's crazy. Let's see how our shelf is holding up. Then we're going to do some sanding. Well, it is still holding up. But what if I release the clamp? Oh. No, it's good. Wow. I did it. I've been keeping an eye on this fella and nothing has moved. So it's not being used. I also realized another telltale sign. Don't know if you can see it, but there's a big cobweb all the way across, so no bird is going in there. So now that I can have electricity again, I can have a dehumidifier. Awesome. Okay, you work on that, I'll work on the outside. I got 2 cleaning solutions here. Try that one. And try this one. Oh god. It's only been like 2 minutes, so I don't really expect results. But what the hell is in this one? It's just eating through it. I'll use the weaker one on these crappy windows. They look awful. Oh, that's actually working well. Oh my god. Okay, this is the weaker stuff. It's actually working. Oh my god. Pretty impressed. Oh my god, that's satisfying. Oh, this is so much easier than I thought it would be. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Luckily, these streaks actually came out, but I thought I damaged the windows with that bloody cleaner. I mean, before I would have beaten myself up about this, but now I'm just like, do I want it done perfect or do I want it done? Now that I had a proof of concept, I needed to do the worst part, which is, unfortunately, the roof. This was very hard to get at. I can hardly reach. And I have a huge wingspan. And that's all on. At least my body up there can tell me if I missed a spot. Wow, that is looking so much nicer. Now to get you all soapy. I'm so happy this is working. I thought this would be a lot harder. Just no one tell Anna what I use the mop for. Weird problems require weird solutions. I'm never gonna miss a spot again. This is so lazy. I'm just finishing up some more of the cleaning. And it kind of got me thinking just about the whole way I'm doing this project. Like, at what point does perfectionism and idealism shoot yourself in the own foot? Because there's definitely some things here that I'm not doing great. Because the alternative is not having enough time to do them. Now that I think about it, I was talking with the guy who sold me the paint, 81-year-old man. And he was talking about the quality of paint and all this. And he said he'd notice little things. And I was like, oh, you're a bit of a perfectionist. And then he was like, yeah, but that's kind of a flaw. Which is an interesting take. I hope you can hear me over the water. The crazy thing here is that this works so well, and I spent so much more time coming back. I was here on my own. I can't remember exactly the time. I had blonde hair, if that helps at all. If you really want to dig into it, I'm sure you can figure it out. But I power washed the whole thing, and it took ages. And it was entirely pointless. The reason I'm telling you this is I wasted my time power washing, so I wanted to waste a little bit of yours watching me power wash. On with the video. Just give it a light sand before I give it a quick coat of paint. I wonder how much water got in. Oh, a little bit. Sorry, buddy. I think we were on opposite teams there for a bit. Good as new. No, I'll fix that. That I will fix. Oh dear. Okay, let's see how the paint is. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. Perfect. Please don't be ugly. Oh, that's what I want. Excellent. I'm not going to do around the trims because I need to clean them a bit, and also I need to paint them white because I'm going to seal them all. This was actually pretty satisfying because the paint was exactly the kind of blue I wanted, and it was relatively quick to see a big visual difference. But I like it. The sun is just about going down, and I might have got a little bit carried away. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. I need to patch up some stuff. I figured it would be easier to put masking tape on this and then paint these little bits with the tanking and white paint. So yeah, let's hope I'm right, because I am unfortunately running out of paint. I'm also like really cold.
Watching this back, I'm feeling like one of those Minecrafters who's like, oh, I did a little progress off camera and everything's changed, but I've not used creative mode. Just wanted to let you know that I definitely didn't use creative mode on my Caravan either.
I think I'm starting to realize that my whole life revolves around this Caravan at the moment. Not only did I spend my whole day working on it, I'm spending my whole evening looking for things for it. A solar-powered fan would be good for ventilation, though, in my defense.
In a sense, I'm actually really happy that I overestimated my painting ability or underestimated the amount of work, maybe a bit of both, because I don't think I would have done it if I knew how much pain and effort this would have caused. But it'll be worth it. Honestly, when you see how this turns out, I think you're gonna like it.
That's what I'm talking about. It's looking nice and clean now. I still have to do around the joints. I've taped all this. Need to do up here, but that's all going to be sealed, and then I'll paint it. I may have lied about my shelf. I think it needs a bit more support. Well, I didn't lie. I think I was just in denial. I'm hoping that'll fix it. Now, let's try this again. Please don't fall, okay? It fell a little bit, but I think the bracket saved it. Yeah, that's not good enough. Oh man, probably overcomplicating this just to avoid going to the store. Okay, through no fault of my own, my shelf fell off. But don't worry, I got a better plan, and it's the glue's fault anyway. Like, that's the villain of the piece, really. Yes, it's finally here. This is what I've been waiting for. Come on. Yeah. Cardboard. Here we go. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Cardboard. This is gonna be our flooring. Well, not really. It's gonna be the template for our flooring. I really have been dreading doing this part. The painting too. Today is just a day of dread, I think. I don't mind some painting, but I find this stuff very tedious, especially with all the little details and everything. Like, it's pretty intricate work at points, and that's tedious. It's slow work. I can't rush through it at Kevin's speed, and I only have one speed. That's how I like to work. So that's our floor. And then we're gonna take it outside and use it as a template. I've put it in 2 parts. I've used these cheeky arrows here to signal where. I hope this works. Doesn't feel great, but it's in one piece. Come on, stay together, team. You got this. Oh, okay, it's working. It's working. Where's my arrow? It was there, right? Arrow? Where is it? Oh, sneaky arrow. Okay. I should really put the floor down and then put it together on top. Woo, that was satisfying. Okay, now it looks like a mess, but I'm pretty certain it's right. I didn't have enough cardboard for this part, but don't worry, I got it added up in my head. It'll be fine. And I'll just leave some excess to give me some room to make it a little bit tidier. It's not going to be great. I'm not good at this stuff. This is such a stupid use of this tool, but I can't find my Stanley knife, so. And done. I'm always so graceful. Okay, I came in the wrong way. That's okay. I'll just pivot this way. Yeah, just like I imagined. I tell you, not bad. Not bad. Okay, just have a bit of excess to cut. But the thing is, much better off painting. So I think what I'll do is I'll roll this back up. That job's out of the way, and then I'll continue with something more fun. I kind of forgot that doing something fun requires cleaning out that whatever, a pile of mess. Step 1, absolutely maul the cardboard. This is how I open things. There is no way other than this as far as I'm concerned. Makes hard to return stuff though. Step 2, it's this light. I really like these lights. If you're ever thinking of Philips Hue or any smart lighting, I highly recommend them, even though I know Philips are a little bit expensive. Step 2, got it. Step 2, come on, there's only one possibility here. How are you not going in? I don't understand. Step 2, come on, man. Don't tell me it's broke. Oh my god, it's broken. That is completely out of line. It's not even a bent pin, it's just wrong. I take back my recommendation. I'm gonna fix this myself. It's actually kind of hilarious the way I opened it and said it's gonna make it hard to return. You going in, soldier. Oh, I broke you already. I don't know if you can see that. That's a broken screwdriver just gone back in. Pretend it didn't happen. Is this gonna void my warranty? I feel like this will void my warranty. Doesn't matter. I think I fixed it. If I explode and you never see this, I'm sorry. Yeah! Alright. Now, as I was saying, step 2. And then step 3. Obviously this looks a bit crappy because I didn't take that, but you get the idea. You know what I think I need to do? I need to paint the entire inside white, and then it'll bounce around more, because it looks okay, but you can just see too much in there. I can't face any more painting today, so I'll do that tomorrow when I'm doing the outside, but I found the perfect light for this once I paint it. This stupid thing. I always hated these. I don't understand why people like them so much. I think they're so unflattering. Or maybe I'm just ugly, or pale, or both.
A new day, a new thing to do. I should be sponsored by Gorilla. I'm using so much of their stuff. And Bosch. I was going to say Philips Hue, but no, I kind of retracted my recommendation. More like Philips, you gotta fix it because it's broken or something. I don't know. Since I also retracted my Bosch one earlier, I feel obligated to tell you Gorilla stuff awful. Don't use. I'm just giving mixed messages. But no, it actually worked. It's awful to spread. It actually cramped up my hand, but we'll get to that in a minute. Are they kissing or fighting? Can someone tell me? I genuinely don't know. I took that little clip at about 9:30 this morning. It's now 4 o'clock. I've been doing a lot of painting, but I think the Irish summer is over. I hope my painting doesn't get ruined. But look, it was a good 4 days while it lasted. The longest Irish summer I've seen in my lifetime. I'm still hoping this will stop and I can finish, but I just wanted to quickly show you what I've been up to. So this little mess here is going to be taped after with some waterproof tape, but that's just liquid rubber, essentially. It is awful to apply. What a bad day to not have a window, huh? Should be okay. Stay. Yeah, that'll work. I've actually finished all this trim. It looks messy because of the tape, but I'm a bit unsure if I should take the tape off. God's sake. I don't have my knife. It was taken away from me with a court order. I've been really enjoying doing this, but I hate today. If I ever do a project that involves a lot of painting again, I'll hate myself. Pretty clean. That's satisfying. It's about the only satisfying thing I did all day, to be honest. Look at all the painting I've got to do in there. The thing is that stuff doesn't bother me as much because I don't have to be as tidy. It's just all these little details that I have to go around. They're really annoying. Even here, I'm still in denial. Like, I was in denial from the start about the painting, but I was just like, yeah, it's just the outside that'll be bad. The rest's going to be fine. But no, I'm just in denial. I need to drum it into my head that painting bad. I don't like painting. Wait, I just thought of something. Since I've scored them all, if I come from the other side, since I put them on this way, it should automatically kind of peel off the next one, right? Yeah, lazy. Oh, that's peeled quite a bit. Some patches worse than others for some reason. This is like the only thing today that I've actually enjoyed in this project. Yeah, this is actually quite nice. Glad he didn't poop on me. That would have been embarrassing. So, worse than I expected? Better than I expected. I'll take that healthy mix.
I'm a little bit annoyed that the bits that are harder to get to are the ones that were kind of worse than I expected. And done. Not done. And done. Oh my god. I've spent the entire day painting. Nice cloud though. Looks like paint.
I'm so tired. It doesn't feel like I did a lot of physical labor yesterday, but I think it was just so much painting. I'm so tired. I made this, by the way. This banister. Pretty cool, huh?
About 4 o'clock, I have done a lot of painting. Looks pretty clean, huh? I took out that shelf. Some things never change. I just ripped it out with my arms. I've got this in here to bounce some white. I'll tidy that up. This is just an undercoat. I need to paint it properly. I need to paint all that. Oh, getting angry just thinking about it. But all these are done, which is great. I'm going to start working on these. Hello, by the way. So yeah, let's get started. It's technically varnishing, not painting. I'm lying to myself again. So I've been using these as kind of a workbench. I've been storing my tools, so it's got a few marks here and there. And not to mention the glue incident, which we're not going to speak of anymore. Behold, past and present Kevin working together. See, I'm not going mad. We're different people. That looks pretty good. It needs another coat, but it looks really warm. I like it. And while I wait for that to dry... There we go. That was easy. Yeah, I think that looks better. Yeah, it gives the windows more height. But now that I've cleaned up and I'm ready to paint, I'm gonna go do something else. The thing is, same wood, same varnish, way different. Why? What have I done? Might just do another coat on this? Could it be the sun? Like that little bit of sun poking through? Is that possible? I don't know. I will tell you one thing, as much as I hate painting, it is so much nicer to do anything when it looks like that. I'm looking at myself in the reflection, by the way. I love myself. You know, if I stop right now, it would be kind of like paying homage to how it was originally. Like it's the same quality. You know what? I'll finish it. Huh. It would appear that I am out of paint. Well, I guess that's a good thing. Now I don't have to paint, even if I wanted to. Which I definitely don't. I have terrible news, everyone. I found more paint. I think I've learned that I overestimate my ability to paint quickly. It has been 2 entire days of painting. I don't like painting. This was a mistake. But I guess there was no other way around it. Like, past Kevin got me into this like years ago. It's not really my fault. Yeah, now I feel better. I feel like I've done 2 days of lying to myself. I started painting again at 10:30. Do you ever get it where you just want to get something out of the way, so you keep doing it? And you didn't say to yourself you were going to finish the whole thing, but you just kind of want to keep going just so it's done. That's kind of how it felt. It is done. Oh, I missed the spot. Alright, well tomorrow, fun stuff. Hopefully. If this hard cuts to me painting, I'm going to be so mad. Well, I'm not mad. I'm just mildly annoyed because this job is kind of rough going to. Oh, okay. Oh man. So many of these jobs are just not one-person jobs, but I really wanted to do it myself in a lot of it, and on my own time frame, and I couldn't wait around. You know, I really set a deadline of finishing this within a week. This is called the I don't know what I'm doing method. It's actually very common, like not for flooring, but for me. I can't find my glasses. That's all I can think of when I'm doing this. I'm literally cutting corners here. Okay, a little bit short there, but that's not my fault. That's the only bit I didn't cut. That was just the width of it. But that's not too bad. I just have to go around and cut the excess off, and hopefully this will go well. So this is my strategy, and feel free, by the way, if you have any idea what you're doing, to give me some tips on this. Or anything, frankly. Like, I know I'm not that professional, you know? It's like when I'm playing Minecraft, the comments just basically teach me the game. Ah, sugar. I was thinking about Minecraft in my defense. Luckily, that's not really noticeable. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I'm actually much happier than I expected with how this is going. I thought this would be way worse. So note to self, handyman jobs, don't underestimate myself. Painting, I'm overestimating myself. Oh yeah, this is a sign. Today is gonna be my day. You know, I saw 2 magpies out there this morning and I thought to myself, I never see 2 magpies. I always see 1 magpie. But it really meant something. I think I'm getting caravan madness. And this, I think, is the last piece. All right. Not bad, you know? This is my last job on my list that I really don't want to do. It's the roof. Well, the ceiling. The roof was one of the other jobs I didn't want to do, but I'm just gonna find this hard to line up, I think. It's just a sticker, essentially. I was looking up what I could do, and this is one of the few options that would actually work in here, because it can't be heavy, because it'll fall off. Oh man, this feels like a job I should have prepared for. But no, I'm just gonna wing it and hope for the best, somehow. How am I gonna do this? Okay, I'm simply gonna wear it as a cape, and then I can get underneath and try and match up this line. Okay. Ah, not okay. Okay, and then I gotta just, don't fall on me. Stick with me. Oh, that's out of line. I hope this re-sticks. Okay, I think, what have I done? Okay, that happens when you can't see what you're doing, I suppose. But I think I've got the line right this time. I just need to stick that on there. Pull this back more. Oh god, this is not a one-person job. I didn't want to say anything, but none of you have pitched a hand in whatsoever. Time to bring out one of my most intimidating tools. This fella. Isn't it adorable? Oh, it kind of works. No, you stay. Man, this is hard to do on my own. Yeah, this is difficult. Very difficult. The roof is so uneven and trying to not get any creases and also hold it up. I think I'm gonna have to accept that this is just not gonna turn out perfect, but it'll be a lot better than what it was because this roof is just all over the place. All right, I'm getting a little bit better at this. I say as I'm like, oh, what do I do here? Okay, I think longer lengths is the trick. Oh, nice, handy. Little rest there. Sometimes you just gotta use your head. Not the way I was using it, you know, this way. Thinking. I was just thinking about what I said earlier, like, give me some tips if you have any. I'm sure anyone who deals with wallpaper will be like, yeah, this is the way you do it. You put it on your head, drape it over yourself like you're cosplaying a nun, and just hope for the best. It's the moment of truth. This is what I've done. There's like some wrinkles down there, you see that? The good part is, I messed up here really bad, and I put on a patch, and it actually looks fine. So what I might do is buy another roll and use it in parts where I need it, but honestly, I'm pretty okay with how this is looking, and now I can finally move on to the things I want to do, like this. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, considering, but maybe something a little bit heavier would have been better, because those wrinkles are just too hard to deal with, but I'm happy enough for now. I think I'm just happy to be done with all, like, the bones of the caravan, if you get what I mean. Like, the main parts are done. I just gotta do the furnishing and all the cool bits. I think I like those small parts because it's kind of like creative in a way. Like, you gotta figure out how it's gonna work. And I don't really plan things out. I just kind of see what happens. But it makes it pretty fun. And I've got a few ideas that I don't know how to implement, but I think will look good. Nice.
It's down there, taunting me.
So I got the shelf put on, and then I just kind of gave up. I'm kind of annoyed with myself, weirdly, for not getting more done, but I'm going to try and do as much as I can tomorrow.
And I'm preemptively avoiding what happened today, where I just got kind of overwhelmed with the amount of stuff I had to do after my energy was gone from the floor and the ceiling. So I've done something unprecedented. I've made a list, so I'm organized. There's a few like optional kind of ideas I got in my head here, but all the necessary stuff is written down, and I'm gonna just like bang that out tomorrow. Hopefully. It's up to future Kevin now, and I hate that guy.
Dear future Kevin, these are all the things you have to do. Ha ha ha, ha 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 ha, ha ha ha. I hate that guy. I gotta do a lot today to catch up, but luckily they're all kind of small to medium jobs, so I think I can build some momentum, and you know, each job will give me new energy. I hope. Well, the shelf looks solid, but a little bit uneven. Let's just try to... Oh God, that's a good bit up. I just gotta try and adjust this a little bit before I attach it to the wall, and it's stuck there forever. Yeah, it's good. All right, I have an idea for this. I just hope it works. There we go. Just trying to hide them. Ah! Okay, at least they didn't fall on me. That was a test to make sure it was well put together. Awesome. There we go. All right. Our bench is done. You gotta slap it to make sure it's solid. Just like my parents used to do to me. Make sure these aren't too long, are they? Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, let's try this and hope it works. These are usually for plasterboard, but these walls are nothing, so they're not going to support anything. And these should dig into it pretty good. Nice. That's gripping pretty well. Uno más aquí y es todo bien. And now I've measured that. Just gonna put a little hole there. There we go. And okay, not level. Okay, good job. I just realized, and I'm not going to take it out because it's too awkward, but my measurement was right. It's just that screw didn't go into the proper hole. These didn't work out, ignore these. But it just went into the wall. I'm just surprised it sort of gripped. Wow, what beautiful cinematography here. I love cinematography that makes you think, and this definitely makes you think, because you can't see shit, so you just gotta imagine it, I guess. Okay, pretty good. That is inspired by how they fit kitchen cabinets. They put like these things on the wall and then the cabinets go on top. Pretty happy with that, because I wasn't sure how to attach it. I don't want to deal with glue anymore. I don't even know where he is. He's hiding. We've been fighting a lot. And then just a bit of weight to hold down on that. That should do it. Finally, an excuse to just dump all my stuff somewhere. And my rock. I was looking for a place to keep this rock, you know. Now it's found a home. I'm going to put a little shelf overhead, just so you can have some like knickknacks. There we go. Lovely. Get that level. Nice. I need to do a job here at some point. This place is an absolute mess, and this is better than it used to be, which you may have seen earlier. I can't even remember in the first half of this video. I have these, which I don't know why I bought them for a project. Sometimes I buy things for projects and then I don't do the project. But I need to get a hold of all this stuff. Okay, I definitely am liking this a lot more. I was thinking last night, like, maybe I shouldn't do projects this big anymore, but that's not the problem really. It was the painting that kind of killed me off a little bit. I'm just not suited to that kind of job. I need stuff that I can just blast through in my own way, not stuff that like I have to go slow and I have to be neat and I have to be this, because that just doesn't work for me. So I'll do it when I have to, but the painting on this was just a huge undertaking. It really was. Woo! Nearly lost a finger. No, I didn't. I'm exaggerating. Okay, this is a better idea because I know I'm getting the right spot. Even though I did pretty well there, actually. That was pretty spot on. Okay, all right, that's done. So that's gonna go across here. Oh, that looks pretty cool, actually. I like that. It adds a bit of character to it. Ah, I guess the wall was crooked. Definitely not my error. It's the wall's fault. Now I could unscrew this. Or... Nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, this is going pretty smoothly. I use my head to hold stuff a lot, don't I? Nice. Pretty happy with that. I got these boards for free. They're all like waist boards. These go really well with the cushions I got. So I have some places where we can try and use these. I really like reusing things. I don't like things going to waste, and I'll usually be like, where can I put this? And I'll come up with something. So let's give it a go. This is the ultimate test of how lucky I am today. Come on. Yes, it's big enough anyway. Not the perfect size, but that is big enough to go there, which I'm happy with. I know you want to see this. Oh, that was unsatisfying. Sorry. How about this though? Yeah, that looks so much more stylish. I love it. Right, so I think the best place for the other one is on the side here. The only thing a bit annoying is since I'm putting this on the side, now the counter won't overhang. But I think if I leave it a little bit down, it might be okay, because otherwise, you know what, it's not too bad. It's a tough choice, because do I want to leave a gap here? Because that's probably even weirder. Even though I could fill that gap with something, I guess. Hey, you're something. You want to go in here? I mean, maybe. Again, it looks pretty clean, you know? Yeah. It's so weird looking at my list because I don't actually have much to do, you know? Most of it's done. It looks so messy. Like, look at this. Like, I know my stuff is around, but it just looks so rough. But we're getting there. I think a lot of the last pieces will really pull it together. But there's not much actual, like, DIY stuff to do left. Like, I need to fix this area next. And that'll make a big difference, I think. Alright, so I wanted to put in, like, a little support here. This is, like, bendy enough, but it's not long enough. So I thought I could do a cheeky little hack. Cut this and have like grey, green, grey. And it'll look like it was a style choice, when in actuality, I kind of didn't really think and just snapped it so that it could fit in the car. But yeah, this was a style choice in reality. That's not the middle. Why am I doing my maths wrong? What have I done there? Oh my god, brain no worky. It was 168. Oh, it's not 168. Okay, it's not my math that doesn't work. It's my vision. That makes more sense. I was kind of hoping. I was just like, come on, just please hit it. Just be lucky. Okay, that's pretty good. You know, I was just thinking that I kind of retired from my YouTube job recently. I'm just not treating it as a job anymore. It's more of a hobby. And that's kind of why I felt so free to do this. I was like, I want to do this. I think it would be fun to watch. It's kind of a weird project, you know, and something a bit more genuine, I guess. But it is kind of funny that I retired and then get a caravan. It's like a very retiree thing to do. Except I guess I'm an introverted retiree because I'm not going anywhere in it. It's just so I can sit in the garden while still being inside. I'm a gamer retiree. I don't know why I keep walking over to get screws. Here's a revolutionary idea. Bring them with me. So proud of this idea and these random things I'm coming up with, and then I don't do that. Okay, that actually did a pretty good job. Yeah, not bad. So I got that in, I got that. It looks crooked, but it's not. This is crooked. Nothing in here is straight. But now I gotta do something with this and this. Something popped into my mind that I could reuse the flooring on the windows. If you haven't got the picture, I really like reusing and repurposing stuff. I don't like wasting things. I also just like looking at something that's waste and going, no, you have a purpose. What is it? And trying to figure out where I can use this and how. Okay, I'm gonna be cutting this pretty close, like literally actually, now that I say it out loud. It's a little bit less than I need, but I have a plan. Yes. Okay, let's hope this works. Oh, okay. I'm okay. Okay, it's working. It's just a little bit hard. Oh my god. Okay, it's working this time. I'm going to put a little board here and that'll secure it for good. But this is just temporarily holding it. Because it's not tall enough to do the whole thing. But I had a different idea for here anyway. I'm going to do a hybrid system. I got these floorboards, just one pack. And then these can go in here, which is good because it's a bit more support. Oh god, I could use a little support myself right now. See, this stuff, I actually don't mind doing. Kind of like this stuff. I don't like this stuff anymore. I need to add... Oh, that's where I left that mess. Okay, I was wondering where I hid those. Out of sight, out of mind. But yeah, look at that give, because it was attached to the wall, which makes no sense because the wall is so light. So I'm just going to put in some of these here, like I did over there. That's more like it. That's solid. Good stuff. Okay, this was incredibly difficult to get in place, and it's not even right. Oh my god, I feel awful. Like, not mentally. I feel pretty good in that sense. I feel like I'm getting a lot done, but I just feel sweaty. This has been really tough going. Specifically this job. This stuff is tough, you know? And it's heavy. Trying to get these weird bends. It's very awkward. I left this mallet here to just make sure I remember there's a wire back there, because that is the last thing I need, you know, dying. Okay, I think this makes sense. You can tell I'm tired. Even my voice, I'm just like, oh, okay. Okay, let's see if it worked. That will do, Kevin, that will do. Pretty neat. Like, give a guy some credit. For a guy who does know what he's doing, has no plan, it's kind of working out. But I think it looks pretty good. It looks pretty clean. I like it. No, not this. This will be hidden, but this looks pretty clean. Not this, I need a shower, but this is pretty clean. Now that is secure, put a little spacer in there because the unit was a bit wonky. I think I'm gonna add this on. So I got the gray, making use of that. I think it looks pretty good. But since there's no edging, I was like, I could mix it up, put some green on there, and it looks pretty nice, I think. Slight problem, I need to put the store back on, and I've lost the screws. They were really small. I hope I can find some? Damn you, giving me false hope. Oh, those are tiny. Those might be too small. Yeah, too small. Damn you even more. Okay, these should do. God help future Kevin when he goes to look for this bracket and there's no screws. Okay, there we go. Lovely, doesn't catch the floor anymore. Time for these to go back. Man, I've really gotten my value out of this floor, haven't I? It's just gone everywhere unintentionally, but it's a nice quick fix for that. And it saves me painting, which is just amazing. Alright, now it just leaves you. And you. Sorry, I wasn't giving it enough attention. Kind of a weird choice, but I might just put little thumbtacks in the plastic sheet. Like, that should probably hold it and be nice and easy to remove it. Okay, I'll try and get these somewhat even. They seem to be working though. That's cool. I was thinking, because I thought screws would be ugly, but I thought the glue would be annoying, and the glue is my enemy after all. And there it is. You know, not bad. All things considered, not bad. Getting there, you know. I just grabbed this piece, and then I grabbed this piece, and that actually kind of tidies that up really nicely. It adds something that, you know, it's just covering ugly and there's no real reason for it, but I kind of like it, you know? I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's time to clean. This isn't a time lapse either, I'm just really fast at cleaning. Why I didn't clean this out when I removed the board, I have no idea. I got one more job for you, flooring. This will come as a surprise. It's flooring. That flooring served so many purposes. Oh god, a cat burglar. Were you trying to rob me, buddy? And that's it. I gotta take in some furniture, do a small few touch-ups, but pretty crazy. They were pretty much there. It's wild. I think I'm gonna wait to furnish it until tomorrow, but look at this thing. think it's like an old xylophone. I think I saw it before, but I never took the time to take it out. It's pretty nifty. I actually can't believe it. It's finally done. It's been a long time coming. I'm not gonna lie with you, about 6 weeks ago, I was thinking of just cancelling this entire project despite the work that went into it. It's been a lot, and I think I certainly bit off more than I can chew. I started this on Tuesday last week. It is now Monday. It's been 6 days and a lot of work. It's taken a lot out of me, to be honest with you, but kind of in a good way, because I think I've learned my limits. I think I enjoyed the hell out of this project, but I also think some of it was just too much for me. The painting, the flooring and the ceiling especially, all back to back, was so much. And that day that I said I gave up, I was actually really, I was just defeated. It was the right word for it. I felt like I had everything I could take and still having so much to go. But once I got my rhythm again and I started knocking off tasks quickly, the easier ones, it helped me a lot. This is one of the most special videos I've done, I think, for me personally, so I really, really hope you enjoyed it. I genuinely do. I want to make something fun for me and for you, and something that's enjoyable, you know? So let me know what you think of it, because I want to do more. It's funny because I've said so many times like, oh, this part was too big, that part was too big, and the next project I'm doing is a lot bigger, and I'm starting it this weekend. I'm so happy it's done. I'm so happy with how it turned out. The funny thing is, I'm in such a different place now, personally, that while this started as a Caravan, and it will certainly be used as one occasionally, I'm so happy I have a garden room. I know Anna's going to be delighted. It's so nice to have like an outdoor space that's so disconnected. But this one for me, as cheesy as it sounds, was more about the journey than the actual result. Coincidentally, when I got this Caravan to now, has been just a huge mental health journey. I'm in such a better place. Maybe it might not be apparent to you, but it's certainly apparent to me. And I'm really proud I got this done. I said I was going to do it, and I did it. When I'm determined, I will usually get something done, but I think I'm more likely to preemptively know my limits and preemptively know when something's not a good idea. I'm going to spend the rest of today just finishing off some of the really small odd jobs around. It's going to be really nice to relax a bit more. That's some of the stuff you're seeing now. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys a lot. I really do. I probably don't say it enough, but really, really appreciate everything. As I said, let me know what you thought. Can't wait to see everyone rip into me on all the stuff I did wrong. But I'm happy, okay? Thank you very much for watching. And now, it's on to the next project. I will fix that eventually.